What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez405 coming at you. It's on the warpath, coming to you a little bit earlier in the week, and I'll get into that a little bit later for the reason why. But hit a mini milestone over the weekend, 100 subscribers, and I'm grateful that we hit that number. And I say we, not me, because I can sit here and talk into a camera all I want to, but if it's not people finding the stuff I'm saying interesting or informative, I'm just I'm another dude, which I still am another dude, but I'm just a random channel on YouTube, and I really do appreciate it. I've gotten a lot of shout outs, Louis T and his channel, a lot of you guys came over from there. I really do appreciate it. I'm humbled by that, and I'm gonna bring my A game for y'all. B Milton as well, Redskin Review, he had some of his folks come over here, and I'm just grateful for that, and I really do thank you guys for just listening to me or taking an interest in what I have to say about our team and the burgundy and gold. So I really do appreciate it. I'm so humbled by it, and I'm grateful, and I won't let you guys down. I do promise you that. And talking about the game was moved up from Thursday night to Wednesday night. So, see, Wednesday night football on NFL Network or wherever you're watching it at, but NFL Network will carry the game tomorrow night, and the local areas will do their little, with the old players and everything, and somebody from CBS or Fox, whoever might be, and looking forward to seeing that. And there'll be a lot of position battles, especially after this Termination Tuesday. A lot of guys are going to feel the hot seat. 10 guys were released over the weekend. Big names were released today, so that's why I'm calling it Termination Tuesday. Also, Reggie Diggs, the wide receiver, he was released off injury settlement. Keith Marshall is the second Redskins draft pick this season to get hurt, and he was placed on IR and won't play for the whole season here. And going to the big guys who got released, Perry Riley Jr. If you know Perry Riley, he's a middle linebacker. He was London Fletcher's deputy. Never really could be in the starring role, though, and he kind of fell on some hard times here as of late due to injury and everything. So I really do wish him the best. Came in under Mike Shanahan's draft in 2010 with Silverback Williams, and nothing but good things to say in his tweet. He even hashtag HTTR. So this guy loves the team, and he loves the fans as well. So I wish him nothing but the best. Stephen Paya, a guy who thought he was going to be better than he was last season, which he didn't do much, so it didn't look like it panned out well. The team just didn't see what he thought he improved on, and Jay and them let him go. Scott McLuhan, it looks like it's the second failed free agency pickup from last season. Chris Culver was released earlier this year, and now Stephen Paya was hurt, and I think he was on IR towards the end of the season as well. But yeah, that is the nature of the business. If you don't perform, especially this team has made a precedence of it, if you don't perform, you ain't going to play. And that's what I love about it. It don't matter how much you making. If you're not performing, or heck, even injuries for the most part. While injuries are sad, they're part of the game, and you will get passed over. And they have made a precedent of it over the last season and some change here now. And I mean that is to be applauded. That really is. And it's trimming that roster down and everything, and basically getting the fat off the hog for the most part. And moving on to the game itself, with that storm moving in there, and they're going to play a day earlier. And the big thing I want to see is the running back position. My boy, Chocolate Factory, y'all. R. Kelly's coming back a little bit sooner, and hopefully he ain't doing nothing that's going to get him in trouble again. I'm not talking about that R. Kelly, but I'm talking about Robert Kelly, that's the running back. I think he's gonna. I really, honestly believe he might be a starter this season. If Matt Jones can't stay healthy, he'll go up against Mac Brown and see who can come out on top of that. I know there's a lot of Mac Brown fans out here, and we'll see how that goes for the most part. I want to see what the Lions are going to do. The Redskins did pick up some players, veteran players. Winston Painter, I didn't say it with a Swedish accent. That's what the guy's name is. Played at Virginia Tech, Norfolk native. Was with the Browns, the Broncos, and the Dolphins. Redskins claimed off waivers because Spencer Long has an ankle issue, might be a little bit more serious than what they originally thought. So he comes into the fold. Old friend in Colin Jenkins, who was in Green Bay, then Philly, and then New York, and now he's making his third tour in the NFC East with the Burgundy and Gold. So see how that goes. I think that's what led to the release of Pye. But I want to see what the defensive line is going to do, and can they maintain that pressure? And also, what's the offensive line? Can they protect Nate Sudfeld? And if these guys were to need to come in to protect Kirk Cousins, can they do it? Granted, they're going to be going up against third and fourth teamers, but still, I really want to see what they can show and see if they want to be wanted here in Washington. Also, another bad thing, I talking about the Lions and everything. Brian Stork, the guy who was traded for with the Redskins, with the Patriots, didn't pass his physical. After contemplating retirement, it said, I'm going to show up on Saturday. Then failed the physical. Trade didn't go through. Goes back to the Patriots. I don't know. Maybe they should have deflated the test or something. I really don't know. And it doesn't surprise me. I'm a little hesitant about it after looking at his injury history. I know I did say in one of the comments that I was excited to see him after how abysmal that Lichtensteiger played, because he played awful. With 3 holding calls, and that's 30 yards. You do the math. That's over a quarter of the field. We'll see how that goes. But we'll see who steps up for that on those line positions and everything, respectively, offense and defensively. And also looking at who's going to step up for kick returner? Will it be TJ Thorpe? I know he's got a little dance and celebration after he kisses his girlfriend, and that's made it viral. So maybe he can find a way to make the team as a wide receiver and a kickoff specialist. Rashad Ross had a kickoff return last year, but it wasn't a meaningful kickoff return for a touchdown. It was at the end of the game against Giants, unless you're playing Vegas. And then it was probably meaningful because it might have messed up the over-under or the spread. Who really knows? But we'll see. And he's been above average in camp. So he did catch again. He did help against the Jets a little bit and caught a touchdown with Colt McCoy starting that game. So we'll see how it goes. Man, I just think I don't like when roster spots are, won by default. They just have to put you in there just because you were there. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with the kickoff specialist. I might be wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. I think Jameson's going to keep the PR job, and the KR job is going to go to Ross. But I just don't feel comfortable about it. They haven't really shown me much, although Jameson really hasn't played that much in the preseason due to injury. And speaking of wide receivers, also, Josh Doctson might be coming back pretty soon, boys and girls. Ran some routes. He said he looked really good. Should be ready to face Pittsburgh. I don't know how they're going to bring him along with that, because, there's been a lack of chemistry because he's been hurt for the most part, and they've been nursing that Achilles injury of his for, obvious reasons. And I think they want to bring him around slow. Scott McLuhan knows he's dealt with a first-round receiver having issues like that within the last few years when he was in San Francisco, and they had Crabtree. I believe he's on the team then in San Francisco. So he knows. The man's not stupid. So we'll see how that goes, and how he comes around as rehab goes. But maybe he can get the score against Pittsburgh. I don't know. I'd really like to see him in the red zone. I think that's where he's going to do a lot of his damage. And basically talking about, I think I've really hit everything that I wanted to hit in this video. Also talking about a couple of things. Don't let this media get to y'all. Don't let it. I've been seeing things about the Cowboys because Dak Prescott is starting. Whether it's Dak is starting or Romo is starting, and Romo's fans are crying because he's not starting, or they're happy because Dez did real good in preseason. We got to worry about what the burgundy and gold does, y'all. It's not about what the Giants are lacking, what the Eagles are lacking, because we sit there and worry about those three teams. We're going to be sitting on the couch in December, in January, excuse me. Put the blinders on. Don't even worry about it. Don't just block that noise out. Get ready for Pittsburgh. It's week 1. And we handle business, and we don't have to sit there worrying about later and say, oh man, if we had done this. No, we can say they did it, and this is what we reap the benefit of. Do I think we're the best team in the NFC East right now? Yes, I do. I will go on here and say I think we are the best team in the NFC East. Although there has been a lot of disrespect in the media, and like to say, put some respect on my name when you say it, and that's why I think every Redskin fan should be saying, put some respect on it when you say my team's name, because you need to. This team won the NFC. Where's the NFC least, worst, terrible, horrible, everything in betweenable? They better realize, show this team some respect. And I that's what I just had that. That's all me. Y'all might want to know my opinion about Colin Kaepernick. That's him. I'm not even going to get into that because that is Colin, how he believes, what he wants to do. And I'll leave it at that. You can interpret that any way you want to. But that is Colin Kaepernick. And, whether you believe it or not, there are certain rules and regulations that we should follow. I don't, per se, sit down during the national anthem. But if that's him, we'll have to let him handle that, and he understands the repercussions of it. But other than that, I love you guys. I really do. I'm humbled by the opportunity that's been given to me through you guys commenting and everything. And thank you for the encouragement. If you like something, if you don't like something, just let me know, whether it's a private message or in a comment. I don't care, because I know it's just constructive criticism or constructive decriticism. I don't, whatever. But for the most part, I do appreciate it, guys. I love you. I'll be talking to you soon. Hopefully, I can get a video up after the game. If not Thursday, it'll be a Thursday Thought video or a Warpath Thursday video, whatever you want to call it. But again, as I always say, closing out every video, I never forget to say it. Love, peace, and hail. And I'll be talking to you real soon. I'm out.